Yeah, it's a bit of a novelty. It's the American League. Um, you focus all year long on your conference. Those are the teams that you play every day. I'd be lying if I said I spend any amount of time looking at or thinking about anything that's happening on the other side. Up until the last few days, it's been kind of all in and trying to familiarize myself with not just Texas, but Rockford up until last night too. So just trying to get to know them as well as we can, and from a personnel standpoint and a structure standpoint and all those types of things. And it's nice to be able to hone in on one team here now.
Have your pro scouts checked in yet? Or are you going to hear from them in the next couple of days about what they saw?
Yeah, we've gotten a number of reports over the last couple of days, but we're going to be getting together as a group here throughout the week, throughout the remainder of the week, I should say. So we'll be fully prepared as best we can. We're doing a lot of good things as a team ourselves, and we want to make sure that we're continuing to do that. We want to be sharp. We want to make sure we're getting our own work in and that we're prepared to play our games as much as we'll get reports and we'll watch video. We're not going to get a true feel for our opposition until the puck drops and we can see them face to face and within the battle. So we're going to want to make sure that our team is as prepared as we can be.
You had success against Mike McKenna in the series against Syracuse last year, although they did win in 7. Does that help going in at the core of this team moving forward? Is it an entirely different ball of wax here?
Well, it certainly helps our preparation a little bit. We've got more of background on him, and we've got some experience competing with him. But as you say, he did beat us last year. He's back in the finals for a second year in a row, and you don't get there by accident. So we face good goaltenders all through the playoffs here, so that's nothing new to us. If there's anything, any sort of familiarity we can find within any of the players, it's an advantage for us because there's not a lot of guys that we have much information on at this point. But certainly, to be ahead of the game on the goaltender is a positive. But Piero's doesn't have a lot of guys to focus on, so he got his work is pretty well already done. So he's kicking his feet up here now, and while the rest of us have got lots of work ahead.
What's the biggest difference between Carl Grundstrom when he left here last year and since he's been back?
I think it's just maturity. Finding his confidence and being familiar with how it is we would like him to play within our system and how it is to adjust to the differences here versus back home. And I think he got some of that experience last year, obviously. Coming back this year, it took a little bit for him. And then once it got going, he seems to be really comfortable here now. And so I think that's the big thing is it was a shorter turnaround from being able to make that adjustment. Training camp with the Leafs, exhibition games with the Leafs, all those things help. And I think that's the real positive of playing deep in the playoffs for a guy like him is he gets more and more experience within this system, within this structure, and within the North American game. So, that would help even that much more when he comes around for training camp for next season.
What's the key to getting this far in the season for you guys?
Well, I think it's a number of things. The thing that stands out the most for me for this year, obviously, this is my 3rd year in the league. This is the first time we've sort of gotten over that hump. It's just how much our team has continued to grow. We've been a good team all season, but the regular season is a different animal. You're playing different teams all the time. You're playing some teams that, that were out of the playoffs in January, and you got to throw a lot of those games out. But, we got better as a team through these playoffs. We got tested by a very good Utica team. I don't think a team that got nearly as much credit as they deserve. That's as good a team as we faced through these playoffs. And to play them in the first round and have that type of adversity that we had really pushed our team, and we responded beautifully. And we've just gotten better and better from there. So the fact that our team has continued to grow its confidence and just grow through the experiences that we've had I think has been the key.
On a personal level, does it feel like a 3-year journey to get to this final?
It definitely feels like a journey, yeah. I don't like to compare one team to the next or anything like that, but in our first year, we wanted to be in this position, and we were unable to do that successfully. But I look at this team as its own, with its own identity, and it's as close a group as we've had. Our leadership group is as great as we've had. We've got guys that have been in this position and won Calder Cups before, and we've got a lot of other hungry guys to support them. And that's been a real nice group to work with for us, and it's made the coach's job a lot easier.